So I've done a little bit of work off camera. I still have some of this stuff around. I haven't really moved that. I did remove the one up there. And I've sort of like planned out the space for the castle. So I might change it as I build it, but I moved this over one block because it was actually intersecting with this, which wasn't any good. And then, so this is going to be the main entrance here. There's going to be like a gatehouse in this spot here. Welcome, BSM. There'll be a gatehouse, like a drawbridge, comes out to like here, with a pit, maybe. A gatehouse here. And then, there'll be like walls. I can make it day. There's going to be walls going around the whole thing, as part of the keep. But then there's going to be like like an inner yard, and then like an inner keep, I think, to it, maybe. But so then this way it's going to come. There's going to be stairs going out that way. This will come out to walls, and then have some sort of tower there, and then it'll work its way up. We have I might keep these squared off or possibly curve them a little bit, maybe. Comes all the way around. Goes up top, goes over there, all the way around there, and then again maybe another tower in that corner because it's kind of the corner area. And then over here, this is going to be kind of a flat wall here, and then there's actually going to be like almost like cargo cranes that can move goods from down below. So over here is going to be where the dock will be, and so there'll be some storage buildings here, and then they'll be able to move up supplies up to the top here. Is the idea. Welcome, welcome, JJ. Welcome. So then this will be kind of a flat wall with some sort of crane mechanism that comes out that can move goods up from down there. Is the idea. I also made another cow breeder over there because I wanted more stuff. Welcome to Puka. Oh my god. And so there's gonna be a tower there, and then towers and stuff like that. But what I've done is I've made a couple different. I've been making some cracked bricks because I've been trying to think of how I want to do the walls. There's cobblestone. There's regular stone brick, and then the sort of the cracked brick. So I have a few different supplies that I want to kind of mess with. I am in Basketopia, yeah. So let's go down. I've actually relocated a bunch of the chests and stuff all the way down here in the basement. So I have them sort of sorted. I'm going to use a cough drop because I don't want to start coughing. Okay. So then I'm making cracked brick. So now I have cracked brick that we can play around with. And so what I'm considering is that I'll use mostly this with some sort of like spaced in cracked brick, and maybe cobblestone as well. I haven't quite decided. I mean the cobblestone's like a big difference compared to just like the subtleness of the cracked brick. So let's play around with what they might look like. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. I mean, I could do like a color palette somewhere else, but he hasn't moved the residents. Which residents? Oh, yeah. I mean, I killed a bunch of them. But yeah, there's still quite a few around. So I think I guess I'll work on the palette here. We'll take out. I have to remember that I have a beacon right here, so I dig pretty fast. But so for the most part, it's going to be this, and I might leave some like regular stone every here and there, possibly. But so there's going to be. I might switch picks just for right now. Welcome, Soul Guide. I think you're just milking this prank. Yes. That you're just milking. You are. Alright, let's go like this. And we'll replace this. I guess maybe we'll replace it with this. So I'm trying to see like how often I might want to do it. Making more cost. I mean, I need more cows. If you want to make more cows, there's a pen right over there. Although I guess they will suffocate eventually if you make too many in one spot. But, so I'll kind of do some cracked brick over here and there, and then try to decide if we want to do cobblestone as well or not. We'll see. Invisibility potions. Yes. More cows. More cowbell. So we'll see how that looks first, I guess. And having those just sort of like randomly around may look better than having like cobblestone mixed in. I will make more cows and get supplies. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do need more books, as it turns out. So what do we think about sort of doing this for the wall, where it's just these these two mixed around? Or is there some other block I should throw in? Do you think I should try and do cobblestone over here and there? Part of me feels like the cobblestone is just like too different. You like it with just those two? I mean, in some spots it might make sense, but like generally speaking on the walls, maybe just do those two blocks. What, isn't there another one, like a related block? The chiseled one I could use in certain like not just part of the wall, but if we wanted to like decorate some certain part or something. Welcome, Soul Guide. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Yeah. And then what's the other one? So there's it's like chiseled something. This guy. Slabs. That's right. 4 more to go. Yes. Almost there. Oh, and then my goal. Mossy ones. Oh yeah, mossy stone brick. I'm intrigued. Okay, let's go look at that. And that one I might do more sort of targeted, not random. Like the cracked, I'm gonna have sort of random. Maybe I'll try to see like there'd be more stress here or something, like when I had him sort of on the corner. But yeah, there's mossy, which I'm assuming is just gonna be these guys. Let's make a stack. Okay. So probably not cobblestone. We'll put that away. Let's grab some more of that, and then let's make some of the other things. So we'll need slabs. Then we make these. So now we have a few different things we can play around with. So these are all sort of similar, but you know, but somewhat different. I guess the chiseled one being the most different. But so we could do something like, so here's gonna be like a drawbridge that goes across. So it's gonna be wood and other things, but potentially like every 6, I have 6 blocks, and then I have like beams that come out down the bottom. So I could potentially use those in some way to make a pattern of how the like the different stuff is going to be connected. But yeah, guys, let's play around with just some of these. So maybe down the bottom over here, there'd be some more, like it's, you know, some a little bit mossy, maybe. Let's look to see how that looks. Yeah, maybe not here as much. Like maybe it'd pull up there more. But yeah, I like, thank you for pointing out that these exist. I forgot about the mossy ones. No, those are both cracked. I wanted some variety. There we go. Alright, cool. So then, let's look at... so basically I'm going to sort of build up, in general, this wall going around the whole thing, going down and sort of connecting up into the terrain. And with, you know, with no dirt. So if it's on top of dirt, I'll continue the wall down. But then if there's dirt covering up the outside of it, I can then stop. So then what we might do... I'm trying to think where I'd want to connect up some of these other blocks. How different are these? So they do stand out, but we could use those in some sort of cool pattern. Is there, I know, like, for quartz and stuff, there's, like, the pillar blocks, the column blocks. So then you can have sort of, like, lines coming out the direction. Or we don't have anything like that, do we? So the cracked stone isn't listed here because you don't actually craft it. Trying to think. There's slabs. Turning night. But slabs wouldn't really look different. Because you can't do like a slab and some other material slab. So there isn't like, there's really like lines. Unless you do stairs. You could do stairs along with that. So if you did, I feel like I should get some more bricks on me. 1 second. Let me grab some bricks. These aren't as convenient down here, but at least they're out of the way. The description has a lot of broken links. Oh no. Interesting. Welcome, vacuum. Hen. Broken images. Oh. That's possible. I'll have to try to remember to check that out later if that's the case. It could be I was linking to old stuff. Maybe. Let's make some stairs. There we go. I've done that before. Yeah, I made it a while ago. Could be that I have some broken images or whatever down there. Alright, so what I could potentially do if I was trying to make a pattern for, like, you know, a line. So if I was trying to indicate some sort of floor or something that would line up along the way, I could do something like so let's suppose that this is where the main column up will be. So I could do something, well, I could do that, or especially thinking about the top part of those blocks. So, and then this would be the pillar, and then we'll make some blocks going this way. It'll make makes sense in a second. Okay, and then we can go like that. So then, but then again, I guess there's nothing, it's not really going up. So I was trying to make that be sort of like look like a junction. I can do that, sure. But then there's not really like a vertical line that you could draw in. Cobblestone fence. Could be, did I just throw it? Oh, I threw away most of my cobblestone. Well, yeah, we'll see how that sort of intersects. And I guess I could have the thing I'm making actually be away from the wall by 1. That's true. So dirt. I don't need probably less dirt. Miscellaneous. Good. Good. Cobblestone. Or maybe smooth stone slabs. It's true. They are different color. Yeah, I could look at that. Do I have... Let's grab some smooth stone too, just so we can make that. Try that out. Trying to work on our palettes. Okay, what did I make? That was, oh, these guys. Not sideways, I don't think. So imagine that the wall's continuing on, and so that's could somehow be part of the the seam, so that might be curved. But I'm just sort of looking at some different patterns we can do for some of the walls. Smelted cobble to stone is a long process. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Although usually what I end up doing is I just do silk touch on stone, and I get a lot of it there. 3 more. Yeah. Welcome, Connor P. Rocks. Oh, you don't know Silk Touch yet? Yeah. Yeah, Silk Touch it saves you a lot of time. Thank you for the follow, Connor. Alright. Okay, so that's something to think about. I don't have to quite... If I'm just sort of doing this kind of pattern here with some, every now and then, mossy, and then some cracked every here and there, I can start building some of the walls. I think I'll start on that. So let's just throw some of these supplies in a chest for now. So I don't need cobblestone, gravel, the fence. I don't need those right now. So let's kind of grab some of the supplies we'll need to work on this. We'll need a lot more regular brick. So we'll grab a bunch of smooth stone. And we can start working on the walls. Start filling those in. And we can also decide on how we want to do the curve that goes around. So right now, some of the stuff I have sticking out over here, so these here, I might actually have that be a curved path instead of just being square. But I'll start putting it in and see how it looks. So what I'll first do is keep it, build this in, this level around the whole thing. And then to kind of take looks at it every here and there just to see if it looks right, because I don't want to do the whole thing and then take it all apart, which I do often. So from here, we'll replace this section. So regular. And then I won't do anything above this layer. And I have a shovel, but I don't want to have it go too fast. So we'll sort of just kind of mix stuff in. And here, this is now the same level, and then it's behind the thing, so we'll come back to that. So I'll just keep this same path here. And then I have to decide if I want to curve this or make this be a straight edge. What do you guys think? So this part over here, I'm actually, and so I only have it being 2 sections, but I was considering actually having a curved, flat, and then curved again. I have to decide on the other side. Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. You can, welcome, lurkers are welcome. Oh, that cow tried to kill me. So here I might actually have it come straight out and then be curved. So, I mean, it would stick down there a ways, but that's fine. It could be against, the whole thing doesn't have to be up on top. But potentially the curve might include some of this, although it might not necessarily include too much. Because if it's going to have a curve, it might actually curve to be up above this. So that might work out pretty well. So I guess we can work on that also. It's above that level over there. But I guess that's fine. So maybe we can work on that. So let's work on putting in this wall. So from this section here, it's going to be just the same flat edge. So we'll just kind of put in blocks. And then sort of, not actually randomly, but, you know, seemingly randomly put in some cracked stuff. And then mossy, you know, maybe where it makes sense. And this is still going to be flat here. If it was random, I would actually have some sort of like thing that would, you know, display a random number and then sort of randomize, or like a plugin. You could probably make a mod that would say, as you're placing down one of these blocks, place randomly one of these three, but wait so that you actually have more of like certain kinds of blocks. So this is gonna be on the corner, maybe. No, actually, I guess it won't be the corner. It'll be fine. Try not to break into the terrain while I'm doing this. I guess this will be placing all these two. There we go. Okay. So we'll go mossy, cracked, regular. This is a multiplayer server, yes. It's my buddy Scoti Garbidis and I, and then a few of our internet friends playing here together. I think I've updated. Yeah, there you go. Yes, this is a multiplayer server, but it's for PC and also invite only. So there's no. Right now we're not really having other people come on. But yes, this is multiplayer server, all vanilla. This particular build here it doesn't seem as extreme. I have another build that's pretty crazy. So I have to decide on the path. So let's actually go up to the top and then kind of decide on the what sort of arc we want to do. So it's gonna go from here to there. I feel like coming into, and then thank you for the follow, Gamer King. So let's see what this looks like in terms of arc. Sometimes I'll go through and I'll use like, you know, an arc generator, but we could just eyeball it. So how does that feel? If it's like this, probably works. Let's look at a higher view. Thank you for the host, Gamer King. What do you guys think about that? So otherwise I could do one more out here. But then there wouldn't be a lot of, I mean, it would just be like one there and then just like straight across, I guess. So that wouldn't be a whole lot of an arc. You're like, okay, cool. All right. All right, so let's go with that. So we can put those blocks in. And then again, we're going to be kind of sort of random-ish. And we can kind of clean up our randomness later. Oops. Correct. And then I'm trying to think where it makes sense to put Mossy in. I guess I could come through and put the Mossy in after the fact. That might make more sense. So how's everybody doing today? Today is Patron Tuesday for those who weren't here in the beginning. So my patrons got to choose what I played today. It was almost a tie, but then somebody broke the tie. So this is kind of just my project now is just I'm gonna work on the walls, and then I can start planning some of the inside stuff. I still have to finish the library too. I haven't finished the library yet, but I got sidetracked by this project. Oh, and I guess this is visible. Doing here, busy. Yep, launching a new site. Cool. It's pretty cool. If I PayPal you $15, could you join? No. Basically, people that I know for a while, you know, through the internet and play Minecraft and stuff is typically how we do it. It used to be a patron server, but we've changed that since then. So if you asked me that a little while ago, I could have said maybe, but it's not the case anymore. And it's sort of, we need to figure out, like, you know, what's the rules on how we invite or all that stuff. We haven't really worked all that out yet. Sorry about that. Partly we also want to be careful about who we have on here, because it's a pain if, like, we end up inviting somebody on that we don't, you know, that ends up being malicious or something like that. We try and pull from backups, and it's a whole nightmare. Not saying that you would do that, but it's a risk. It's a risk with having people on here. We haven't had a problem yet, but. Okay, good. It's coming along. After we put this in, we'll step back and see how it looks. I still need to put in some mossy over here and there. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you want to, I mean, you could feel free to stick around too. Working on building this castle. This is Basketopia, is the area. Oops. Okay, we have everything in the right spots. No, this stuff has to change. Okay, step back. It's pretty good, I think, maybe. I wish there was a, you know, this cobblestone fence. I wish there was the other kind of fence, because it's it's almost like a half vertical block, where you could run it down here, and the cobblestone one just like stands out quite a bit. All right, so now let's add in some mossy, and let's see how that changes things. So I guess in here, maybe. And then kind of like down here. I think, and then would moss grow like up here or no? I think how moss works. Probably. I mean, the whole wall could be covered in moss, really. Maybe let's put a patch of moss in here. It's pretty good. Yeah. And then we'll put one like here. Cool. And let's eat some steak. Okay. That's pretty good. And then we can do the same arc on the other side. Continue that wall around. I guess we'll want to get up top so we can actually. Let's easy way to get up there. Right here. Be a little easier to build that side from the top down, I think. Or at least, you know, up here. So what was it? It was 2, 2. Let's see. And then it comes in. You have 2. And then this corner piece. 2. And then 2, I think. Yep. Lines up well. Good. Hello, Melon Man. Welcome. Alright, and then, so, one thing we didn't do is, we didn't have it cracked up top here. I feel like we might want to have some up here. This isn't really visible. Thank you for the follow, Melon Man. Welcome to the stream. We're working on Basketopia. Let's also make this one. Correct. And then we'll build this going down. So yeah, this actually works out pretty well with the landscape. Some of it's gonna be pretty far down, but for the most part, it's all up top. Your ears? Oh no! What's wrong with your ears? Let's get rid of this. And how's our sun? Okay, before we lose our sun. Day. My ears. You like my ears? Thanks. Okay. Right. So yeah, we'll sort of fill these in and then kind of intersperse some cracked brick. So let's actually get them closer together on the bar. Makes it a little easier. Oh yeah, like I think wireless. Well, I used to have like the huge ones on. So I figured that these are just the regular like iPhone ones. They end up breaking. Like the cords always break after not very long, so it's kind of nice having. So I guess if there were, yeah, maybe the Bluetooth ones would be better with the. Let's see. Let's go with this. And then actually this whole thing here would be replaced, so we can start clearing that out, I guess. And then this would be, yeah, this would be replaced too. Oh, actually, so this would need to go away. Interesting. Now I'll take it out. And then we can leave the stone. But just the dirt needs to go away. Still have a pair of Bluetooth DHM mixes. We recently bought Pixel Buds. Okay, cool. Might check it out. Yeah, I haven't actually really ever had Bluetooth headphones before. I've had like a while ago. I used to have like a set of like radio frequency headphones, but I haven't had those in a while. They always like pick up weird phone calls and stuff. I gotta run. All right, we'll see you at the puka. Have fun feeding the pup. All right. And then we'll leave these as stone. So now let's work on getting up top. That should be good. Enough, maybe. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Jake, I made my goal for the week. Jake Craft. Jakey Craft? Jakey Craft? However you pronounce it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and, I missed it. Yeah, so also Connor R. Rocks is the new stream boss. And I guess I could use my shovel for this. Because anything that's dirt below me should go away anyway. And this could actually stay. I'll see how that looks. If that stays. So that will be filled in here. So we'll go cracked and cracked and regular. And then this stays. So I'll fill these in here. Welcome. Welcome, MJ Boulder. Welcome. Get rid of this. Thank you for the follow. Eating Wind. That's cool. Okay, good. So these, I guess one other downside is that these will be spawnable spaces for mobs. So depending on when I'm trying to mob-proof this whole area here when there's actually buildings there, I'll have to see how that'll work out. Thank you for the follow, MJ Balders. Right, let's get up here. We take these out, that'll be below that. And then this won't be very visible, but it'll help us get up top. So we can go like that. And then we'll take a peek from far away to decide how we want to try to lay out some of the blocks. Why you no sell camera? What do you mean? MJ. All right, welcome MJ. No sell camera. What me? All right. I feel like we should need. Oh, wrong tool. Let's get some cracked brick in here. All right. Now let's take a peek over here. And then decide where we want to put in some mossy. Yeah, I like the way that kind of worked out. So I'm trying to keep like the natural terrain is sort of, they built into the natural terrain. So the fact that these are all set up the way they are. Those brick looks, yes. Yeah, some of those are pretty cracked in there. So I'm thinking maybe mossy down here. In this spot right there. My mossy isn't at my bar. English only, please. I have no idea. Oh, there's a bad guy now. That way, I can tell when people swear and stuff. Thank you. All right, so we put some there. I feel like we should probably have some higher up. Like right in there. Where's that guy? Thank you for the follow. RX. Not sure I pronounced your name, but thank you. VT, thank you for the follow. Where's that guy? Oh, there you are. Okay. So yeah, I think I need some more in here. And then also put some over here. So. Call you VT. VT or VT. Alright, cool. Let's go like here. I'll take out this one too. There's not cracked mossy, I don't think. Yeah, English only. And then it was, I think right in here is where we're looking at. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I was hoping I'd get in there. Okay, let's try again. Alright, what do I got? Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, okay, good. And then that'll continue up also. But that's sort of like the top level of that section. Now we can start building the rest of the wall. Let's check on this side, see where we are. So now that we have that in place, is this going to be a corner or is this going to be curved? I feel like probably curved is the answer. Yeah, I think curved. What do you think? We can put it in curved and change it if we want. Your dog's barking. My dogs actually, I do have two dogs that like to bark during my streams, but right now they actually aren't, so it's probably either in the song or on your end. One of those two. Alright, start over here. So these two are going to stick out like that. Let's make this be a cracked, and then another crack there. Regular, and then it will step in to here. Like that. No, wait. Yes, and then like that. we go. So this is the curve, and then we can work on, I guess I'll build it from the bottom up. We can put a torch in here just so we don't forget there's darkness there. It's on your end. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I like dogs. Dogs are cool. Caleb, whoa, welcome. Welcome, Caleb. That is easier than, yeah. People come in, they announce their name. It's easier to, but not a bad way of doing things. Okay, let's get rid of some of this dirt, and then this thing will actually go away here and there. So we'll do some cracked. That can stay. This goes away. These will go away. Just some extra. I feel like we're gonna do mossy in here. Cracked. Regular. Alright, let's make a day. Okay. So then this will continue this direction, so let's... I don't know how far over I want to build it, but I'll build it just at least to cover up this spot here. Okay. I don't understand. Okay. Yes, I like that. I like the curve. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. It looked like it might have been unbalanced, possibly, but it was just that thing. Scoti Puff Jr. I don't know. Oh, the dog. I got you. Nope, that block there should be changed. There's those, but yeah, this one here. There we go. Good. So we're going to replace these. Continue the wall over. Let's do... Oh, I didn't do mossy over there. Do I want to put any mossy there? I guess I... No, I did put it in some. Okay, good. And this will be part of the door. So this might actually be a different... I might actually use different blocks here, possibly. But like on the for the sides of the doorway, I might have... maybe I'll use the chiseled or something. I don't know. But this will be where the drawbridge is going to be. So it's pretty good for the wall. We'll continue the wall around that way. And this one, I kind of styled this differently when I was trying to put it in, because I want to be able to have two sides of the wall. Two sides of the wall and then enough room up here for the tower. But I might adjust the way the tower works a little bit. Like I might make it more similar to that curve, possibly. But let's see where it kind of connects together. And this one, right now I have just straight across, but maybe I'll have it be like a curve on the inside. So that same sort of pattern, but curved. Will there be enough room over here? Yeah, I guess there's more room over here than I have right there. So I guess let's first start by putting in the bottom of the wall up to this. So then we can adjust from there. So over here and there, let's change some of these to be cracked. And then put in the rest of these. And if I do it on this side, I can see what I actually have to take out, like this I have to take out. What are we doing on time? Okay, good. We got time. So there's gonna be a lot of this. Some of my builds are a lot of like really intense redstone pondering, but in this case it's just kind of like fooling around with blocks, trying to figure out what looks good. You know, small little tweaks. Oops. Welcome, enemy Mike, enemy Mick. Welcome. So here's where it's, you know, we're gonna try and figure out what the pattern's gonna be. And I feel like we probably want to put a little bit of mossy over here, maybe. And here. Yeah, okay. And that thing looks weird, but we'll keep it. I think we'll probably keep that. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so now this is... we have to decide how this is going to be set up. So, I can keep it as this pattern here, where it's basically just like a diagonal straight wall. It probably makes more sense than doing like a inner curve, because if I wasn't also having a section here, then that might be fine. If I did like a curve here and then this thing was just sort of included, it might not look as weird. So we'll stick with it like this, and we'll see how that kind of fits in. So let's put in the blocks coming down here. We'll do some cracked over here and there. Place that guy with cracked. You can remove the back section. And so we can do cracked, regular, regular, regular. Some mossy here. Some good spot. I meant to do a regular brick there, but I guess maybe the randomness has told me that that should be a cracked brick. Okay, good. So now we have a wall there. Let's look how that. Let's see how that looks from far away. I think that works. Yeah, sure. So then I have to see how it's going to merge into this. So I think it's going to come straight across. So that's going to be a regular wall, and then we'll have to build a tower up top. So let's get up there. How's our supply of... yeah, we're good. This is going to be quite a castle, yes. It is. It's going to be very large. So yeah, this is like the bottom base part of it, and then it's going to be go up for a ways. I'm going to have a walls, and then inside of there, so there might actually be like some yard, basically. So this will go in there. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, this will be a project I'll be working on. Like the castle itself will be big, and then all the villages. So this is just some of the village. I'm gonna have buildings all the way around the whole thing, and I'll be working on it for a long time. So, if for some reason we ever reset the server, I probably have to pull this into a single player world and just work on it from there. Unless I just abandon the project entirely. But I don't really want to do that. Let's put in this thing here. Okay. Now we want to decide this path. So, I might come out to... let's see, what's it look like over here? So partly I wanted to not go down there. So let's try and lay it out. So we're following a similar path that those are set up as. But not running down the cliff. So, if it comes into, and then into more, let's take this out. Yeah, so if I have the curve a little bit less, no, I guess that's too... so if I just go there, I guess I go like that. And then it goes into... let's see how much room we have. And then it goes over like that. So actually the same space, just slightly different pattern. So it comes over 2, and then over to the other way, has 3, over 2, and then I guess this would, so then this would stick out. So 1, 2, 3. And then it comes this way, and then cuts over this direction. So this would be right here. And then it merges into the wall. So I guess it would probably be... so it's 2, and then the wall cuts out right there. So would this wall stay like that, or would it move in 1? Probably would move in 1. So we'll put it here. No, there's an expansion for Arc. I've played that game. I never really got too much into the voxel games. Oh, cool. I'm always tempted. Like, whenever there's like a Steam sale or something, I'm always considering it. But so I guess I could also... No, I guess actually, so with that pattern, it might actually stick out to be here. Let's see how much of the regular tower we'll put in. And then it would dip in. So I'll put in the tower, and then I'll see how the wall is going to intersect with all of it. So it comes in that way. And then it dips this direction. So the tower itself would be this. This is the whole shape of the tower. Let's make it day. And then we can decide if we want to... we can actually, because we haven't built the whole tower yet. We just have this initial shape. So this is the sort of the front entrance to it. Or the corner entrance here. So we might actually shift this wall, possibly. Or we can shift the location of this, circle-ish thing. So this direction we have not much space. And here we're pretty darn close to where I don't want to go anymore. But we could move this direction by 1. If we wanted to. So let's look. Where I have this wall, which I could move that wall. It might make more sense to have it connected to this. And then here, it wouldn't be great to push it out of there. So can we shift it this direction by 1, by a little bit? We could. Let's see. So if we shift it that direction, so that direction and then that direction by 1, what does it look like over here? So it'd be on the edge of this. But that would work. So we shift this all over 1 block. That direction, here we're okay. It's going to connect up to there. And when we do that, this thing we'd move over. Why did I want to do that again? Well, let me think about this. What I'm thinking is I want to have the inner wall connect up so that these blocks here are the sort of the path that goes along the opening there. So I think I want to move it that way by 1 at least. This way by 1. Oh, so that we actually have more space over here. Right. Which is fine. Yeah. Okay. So let's plan the thing based on this wall, I guess. Right? Maybe. So this isn't here. We're going to shift the whole thing over. We're going to shift the whole thing that direction by 1. So 3, 2, and then we have 2 coming this way, and then 3. So some of the wall, we'll have to extend that wall down a little bit. Yeah, counting with basket. And then we do a 2. Coming this direction. And then goes that direction. And then we'll take this out. This will go here. This goes out. Take these guys out. This will be inside the tower, right? This will be inside the tower. Yeah, so I was trying to decide what dirt I wanted to break. Okay. Let me go this way. And then it will be these 3. So I guess that won't be there. There, we've sculpted. These go here. And then this will go in. Like that. And then these go in here. Okay. So now we've moved the whole tower that direction by 1. So now this opening here lines up with the path here. And then over here, if we wanted to do that, I'm trying to think if it makes more sense for me to move this over so it's like this corner matches up with the wall here. So I'm going to move this wall over by 1. Or I guess by half. Yeah, definitely. But I guess I've already messed around with some of the terrain here. That's fine. We can adjust. We can fix the dirt as needed. We have some dirt on us. So let's put in the path going this direction. So it might make more sense, I guess, to get rid of this first. And then we'll get some dirt. And we're going to need to make a new pickaxe. And do we have one that's not as efficient? Yeah, there we go. So we'll get rid of these. Make it so the dirt looks accurate. Will there be any digging involved? Yes. Yeah, there'll probably be digging. The other thing I was wondering, JJ Bonds, are you into interior design? Because I might have some of those jobs available also. If you're into, like, you know, make this shop, make this tailoring shop. Like, I've already built the building, and here's kind of the job and sort of some of the ideas of where things might be. And then if you wanted to, like, make the inside, you know, whatever, then... But if you're not into that, that's fine. Welcome, Savage. Red Z666. Welcome. Let's take this out. Alright, I'll put in the wall in here before you have to end out the stream. So, the idea is this line right here is where it's going to be, right? Yeah, right. That's what I've been doing. Is like for some of this stuff, I've been using you know, Pinterest stuff to try to figure out some of these different design ideas. Yeah, so it's gonna come right here. So let's put in some of the blocks. And then we'll put in mossy here. Them sideburns. I guess I didn't just shave. Do you sell what? No. Whatever your question was, it seemed inappropriate by the time I got to the end of it. It was deleted. Ooh. My mods are so cool. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we'll fill this in here. And I guess I need to replace this. Let's get some mossy going. No. No sideburns? Okay. I don't understand. That's right. That's right. I don't need to understand. And then let's fill in this. Okay, that's good. Alright, so then let's take a look up here. So now this wall will come along and line up to that. So now the idea is that I want to have a wall coming from here that lines up. So I'm actually going to be shifting. I'm going to have more of this, like this whole thing is going to be moved over half a block to line up with that. So this section here, wherever the actual walkway is, will be indented with doors being able to get into the tower. Is the plan. But yeah, we made some progress. We got some walls going. Kind of have an idea of some of the different materials. I guess maybe to start before I end out, let's actually shift this wall over while I'm thinking about it. So for now, I'll just do this. So now it lines up kind of weird though with this, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. So this is where the wall will be, and the reason why I said that because this is the six in the block. So there's this one here, but I guess it kind of maybe it makes sense that it would come right there and not here. Maybe. No, we can pretend. Let's breed up some cows while we end out the stream. And also make it day. Make it day. Make it not rain. Breed all the cows. Breed all the cows. So that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by.